Welcome back to Land to House. So in November I worked 305 hours, and in the early part of December I worked an extra.
Mile, your destination will be on the left.
Worked an extra, I don't know, 60 something hours, and so I've been sick for over a month, but I'm trying to work through it. I'm to the stage now where I'm just hoarse and it's annoying. But anyway, we are heading out to the Green Acre Homestead. Almost there. So should be fun to see some goats and Sam's workshop, which should be fun. So I'll show you when we get there. You see those sheep? So we have Moose, Belle, Bandit, Smokey, Huey, and Tink. So two girls are Tink and Belle, so Tinkerbell. That's funny. And we have Smokey and Bandit. He's dirty, isn't he? We had a work party and they gave her this hat. It's cute. Puck, puck. Here's Sam's workshop that he has built himself. I watched the video on this. I was like, wow, what a find. Yeah. So you got a small one. Yeah, this has been really good. I built this probably 9 years ago. Oh wow. Before we ever thought about having kids. And I used it outside to burn scrap wood because we lived in a small neighborhood. Well, because I'm sick and not really talking well for the camera, Sam and I have just been chatting about YouTube and our future goals. And I've just handed off one of my mom's Amazon products. It's her lunch bag and ice packs. And he has done a collaboration with me on an upcoming project, and that's in this box right here. But we're gonna head on out. So thank you again. Absolutely. It's been fun. See you next time. See you later. See you later. Say bye, Elijah. Bye. It was nice to spend some time with Sam over at his homestead. If you've never watched his videos, I'll have a link in the description down below. His shop is a very productive place. He does a lot of woodworking, and they make soap over there. So definitely a pretty cool thing. It's been a couple days since I visited, and my voice is coming back some, and cold is, I think, going away. It's been 4 weeks. It's been terrible. But Merry Christmas. Tomorrow is Christmas for us. This video is going to be out a couple days after that, but this year we're getting Emma some toys that I think she's going to like. She's really into Peppa the Pig, and so we got her the car and the van, or the bus, several of the figures, and the big family house. So when you buy these, they come in non-traditional packaging, which is kind of cool. Instead of all that plastic you have to unwrap, they just come in a cardboard box. So they look a lot better and they're easier to get out. So I started making this table here, changing table / dresser. It's way too big. So my sliders, or my drawer slides, are 20-inch, and I measured this, it's 25-inch. So I'm probably going to keep this way, but I'm going to cut down. I'm probably going to have to unscrew and pop the glue off of here and cut down at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches, but we'll see how that goes. It's kind of a setback, but what can you do? And I'm probably going to go ahead and cut off 1 inch of this and bring it down some. Normally whenever I make big projects, I have a better plan in mind, so this one, I don't know. I actually may not like it. We may just end up buying something. Well, we just came inside with the Christmas presents for Emma, and we set up all of her Peppa toys. She has a number of other toys under the tree here, and Ashley was just saying she's not going to care at all about those because of this. But I'll try and bring you back in the morning and we'll see her reaction. Wow! Oh dear, Wally. And Wally is out here.
Come here, Wally. Daddy, do you want to open your presents for Mommy and Daddy?
I think it's a success. Ooh, it's bluish.
Oh, that was the X. Wait a minute. I'm just gonna get an extra large. I'm gonna extra large.
Yeah.
Why did I get an extra large? We may have to put that one back.
Emma seems to really enjoy her Peppa house so much that she won't open her other gifts at all.
Emma, you wanna open your present? You wanna open your present? George, do you wanna open this? Hey.
And in case you're wondering, I bought Ashley this carpet, or rug, a printer, and what was the other thing I got you?
Well, the Keurig was for my birthday.
Oh yeah, Keurig. This is an hour later, trying to get her to open her other gifts.
Emma, look. Mommy's gonna open it for you.
Wow.
Who is that? Scooby-Doo. Do you love it? What? Good job. Open it up.
Put it over your corner.
Pull out the paper.
I got a box.
Pretty like Mommy.
Finally get in there. Someone just opened up.
Christy needs to be in there. There you go.
Now all the boys, I think.
It's been a fun day so far. Emma got to open all of her gifts. Then we went over to the in-laws' house and spent most of the afternoon there. Just lots of fun. Well, Ashley and I were talking yesterday, and we decided to basically scrap the idea of me making this table, changing table / dresser. I told her that I wouldn't have time to make it right before the baby was here, and it's really taken away from a lot of the other things I have planned for January. So we're gonna go next week and pick up a store-bought version of this, and it's gonna work out a lot better. That being said, I now can use some of this material for the other projects that I have. I want to make a dedicated table for the drill press that will look somewhat like the one here for the miter saw. I won't have to do the side pieces, which will be good, but anyway, it'll be nice to have that. And then also, I intend on purchasing, can you hear that I'm sick? So annoying. I intend on purchasing a bandsaw sometime soon. And I had, oh yeah, there it is. I mean, even like this, I can use as material for a bandsaw table, which should be good. But tomorrow, I'm gonna drop Emma off at my mom's for a little break from the child. And I have a few projects that we're going to be tackling. And I have to take ram pump orders. So I'm gonna have to make pressure tank real quick. But anyway, I'll see you back in the morning. Good morning. I haven't taken Emma to my mom's yet. When I'm out taking her, I want to stop by the hardware store and pick up some insulation for our attic space. I have a feeling this thing is highly under insulated. Let's see here. Looks like we have 2 foot on center walls here, which is good. But I used a measuring stick before. Look at this. That says 7 inches of insulation. It's supposed to be 15 here. So we're, and it looks like back here there may be closer to level, but anyway, we're highly under insulated in this whole entire house. So I'm gonna get some R38, I think, and get it on here. and bring this up to a better level. So anyway, that's the plan for today. Emma really loved her Peppa Pig house. I think it was the big hit of the season. Emma's dropped off, which is good. Now I'm gonna head up to the local plumbing store, get some more PVC cement for ram pumps. Surprisingly, I have sold a lot of them in December. Not complaining, just kind of shocked. Just dropped off an order of ram pumps, and I asked the UPS guy if they had any 27-inch boxes. He dug around for a while, and he found some back here that were quite old, and I paid $1 a piece for them, and because I was going to have to pay, I think, 40 bucks for a box of 20 online, so $2 a piece, but still, happy to have those. I'm going to be shipping out my trekking poles. I was hoping to already have them shipped out, but I didn't have boxes that would fit something that was that size. So after the plumbing store, I'm also going to pick up another one of the half-inch conduit for the camera gantry that's going to go in the shop. Should be a fun project when that comes out. I'm going to go by the hardware store and pick up the insulation. I was doing some research on R38 versus R30, and it looks like it's just going to be worth putting in R38 for the long haul. And if I can get the insulation underneath the building, underneath the house, in the gaps, it should be really good this winter. So that's the plan.
You're trying to be nonchalant, me too. Okay, I'm done. And I need you to help me with this frame.
Just got the Christmas tree put away. Actually, his Christmas present was this Canon printer here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this installed here on the end of her desk. I cut this down by like 8 inches on both sides, and it looks like she's running out of room. Oh well. Welcome to my basement, or crawl space as it is. I've got a couple pieces of R38 laying down here. I thought it would be smart to wrap my water, and it turns out that it actually stays 45 to 50 down here all the time, so not a problem. What is a problem is where guys were doing work on my HVAC system, and they pulled insulation down. And also, where the bathtub was hooked up in the very back of the house, they didn't put insulation back. So I'm gonna crawl all the way down here. Let's see if you can even see down there. Maybe if I turn this on. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna crawl back there and get some insulation stuffed into some places that need it. So here's a good example of what I'm trying to fix. I was standing at the dishwasher the other day and realized cold air was coming up from the floor, and there's no insulation in that entire spot right there, so that's an issue. And so I'm going to come back later. So I got so much of this over there, I can cut it and put it up there, but for now we're going to head on down here to the very end and get that filled up so it is warmer in our room. Okay, made it back here, and the answer to should I have brought knee pads is yes. So let me pull the light here, and you can see here is our tub, and there's a little insulation up there, but basically nothing. So need to cut a piece for that and get it stuffed up in there real quick. So let me do that. Definitely some strange camera angles up in here. So here's another spot I found. It's about, I don't know, a foot easy. So I'm gonna cut some more insulation for this and get it stuck up under here. So whenever I was having the house built here, The fellow doing the grading said you really ought to make your crawl space at least 3 to 4 feet. And I now know why, because when you have to do this kind of stuff, it's a real pain to crawl up under here. So if I had just done like a 2 foot or less, man, that would have been annoying to have to get up under here, especially to the back, because there's maybe 4 feet at the front and about 2.5 or so feet back here in the back. Definitely would not want to crawl on my hands and knees the whole way. All right, let's see what we got. We have to cut a bigger piece here. Just made it out from under the house. That kind of work is miserable. I used up 4 feet of that R38 insulation, so there are a lot of holes in the insulation down there, but I'm hoping that makes a big difference. Well, that was so miserable, I think I'm gonna do some more. I bought some R38 at the hardware store just a while ago to put in the attic, so let's step up there. So it's gonna cost me about $1,400 to put insulation upstairs for the entire house. So I thought we would just step up there and see how it goes. I'm gonna be doing this probably 1 or 2 bags a month from here on out until I'm done, but let's go see what it looks like. Okay, I'm up here in the attic space. I've drug the insulation up here and have a piece of 3/4 inch plywood as a home base, so I'm not always having to stand on the trusses here. So I'm in places like that where there is 0 insulation on top of our house. So it's way under insulated. I mean, like, you can see the sheetrock there and there. So we are losing incredible energy right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and break these open, and I think I've got 64 square feet. So I should be able to get a good little section in here done above our bedroom. So let's go ahead and get started on this. May go ahead and put the camera down because it's just dangerous filming while standing on these trusses. So I couldn't buy unfaced, and I've got to have unfaced. So when I get this opened up, I'm gonna have to try and find a way to take the face off of here. And the face is just the this stuff, the brown paper. So the craft backing on here is actually coming off decently easy. There's a little loss on there, but it's not too bad. So I've been tossing them over here, letting them fluff up for a moment before I stuff them in. So from what I'm seeing so far, the time it takes to get this installed, it's probably worth installing at least 2 bags at a time, just for getting up here and getting dirty and all that. So I think I'm gonna do that next time when I go out. Just buy 2 bags at a time. And I can tell this is really gonna make a difference already, because there was not nearly enough insulation down here. This is really adding to it here. I think our R38 is 12 inches maybe. So that should be good. So here's what I've got so far. Got it back in that corner. There. Have to cut some a little bit here, I have a feeling. And I'm trying to have to like reset some of these foam pieces for the soffit, but it's doing okay. Man, long ways to go. I think it's safe to say that 1 roll of this insulation will cover 3 truss spaces. So I think it's pretty well covered there, and looks really good. So I think next time, maybe in January, I will haul 2 bags up here and get that done. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up into there. Now the front porch is here, and so I may just do what they've done and skip around that, so that I'm not wasting insulation on non-living space. Well, that insulation sure is nasty stuff. I'm going to be working with it a lot here over the next several months. I think my cold may be getting a little better. Still sound terrible, but after 4 weeks, I'm ready for it to be gone. So I was just watching a video on YouTube. It was the Arnold Schwarzenegger motivational speech. You might have seen it, but he was basically saying you should come up with a goal and work to achieve it. Don't say that you don't have time. And then Ashley and I were watching one of her YouTubers. It's the Johnson family, and they're big Amazon successful online business people, and they were saying that don't say I can't. So basically it's the same message. You should come up with an idea and then work to achieve it. So in 2019, I plan on achieving some goals. I have set a monetary goal, and I think that I'm going to really push hard to reach it. So that being said, I want to ask you if you would go to landtohouse.com and look at the site and see what you would add or change or improve. I don't know if you've been there or not, but I have revamped the theme, and I'm currently working on making it more sales oriented. Because I looked at my stats, and pretty much all the page views were for ram pump sales. So I figured might as well just make that the focal point, and then everything else on there is just kind of extras. So anyway, if you would go check that out, I would appreciate it. And this is the last vlog for 2018. It's been a really fun year. I've accomplished a lot, but I anticipate 2019 to be just as good, if not even better. New series is coming out, and I'm really going to try hard to dedicate more time to quality of videos, not so much quantity. And you may have already noticed I'm cutting out the majority of the reviews. So only if somebody is willing to pay $50 will I make a review. So that should really weed out a lot of those small products that nobody really wants to see. So anyway, check out Land to House, and also go check out Sam's Green Acre Homestead channel. It was nice getting to see his place this week. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.